Hey guys, welcome back to the Simpy Knives YouTube channel. Today we're just going to be taking a quick look at the TwoSun ts27. I have two versions, both in D2, one in G10. You can see some nice milling on there, and the other in Micarta. I believe you can get these for, if you get them new and then you have to wait for like months long of shipping. I think this one was going for like 45. Would be like the general price that you could get it on eBay. And then I don't know what it's priced as on like White Mountain Knives or AliExpress or something like that. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and take a quick view of it. As you can see, it has pretty good action and pretty awesome ergos, honestly. Well, no, that's not true. Like awesome as in like you can really get a tight, nice grip on it. So it has some aspect of the ergonomics that are good and some that are not so good, which we will, be getting into. We'll just look at this one because I got this one more recently. Has some pretty good action. Very false shut, as you can see. Easy to deploy. You can, mine has just a little bit of like wobble right now, but with TwoSuns generally, unless you Loctite it, they all sort of do that, at least from my findings. So there's going to be a little bit of a faster review. As you can see, the Micarta even has some milling in there. I think it looks pretty good. I think the backspacer is a G10. But yeah, let's go ahead and start off with the pocket clip. As you can see, sort of, maybe kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't say you would consider that recessed, but look how much is above on the pocket clip. When like, if this is over top of it, it could easily be like down here. I'll just go out and say it, the pocket clip on these knives sucks. Not good. But they do make up for it with the action, and like that thumb ramp is really nice with the jimping up here. It really sort of locks you in place. Overall aesthetic of the knife, like really awesome looking. I know they had a titanium version of this, which I imagine will be much better because they have the titanium milled pocket clip. Centering's just okay. What does the lockup look like? Maybe like 20%, pretty good. As you can see, the action is pretty solid. But there is something to note about the action. When you're closing it, generally it gets to this point, and then you can see that. You can see how it like sort of pops back up there. So unless you like are pretty good at getting it past the D10, there'll be a lot of times when it won't get past the D10, and that's kind of annoying because then you have to push on it to get it closed. Kind of gets rid of the satisfying factor, but if you get your finger low enough, the flipper tab will still hit you, and you can just sort of shake it shut that way. Ergonomically speaking, as I said, it's pretty good, but I will say, like the inside of these liners is pretty sharp, so if you're squeezing tightly, that's not comfortable. TwoSun uses like amazing materials for like so many of their knives, but then they just completely miss out on like the most basic things. I don't know. Like, I don't know, it just needs to be chamfered. It's not that comfortable. Next, if you're holding this left-handed, your finger goes like right on top of this stupid little bill. So that's uncomfortable. And this kind of like, this pocket clip just sucks in general. I don't feel it like a huge amount, but I remember when I was first handling these knives, it felt like as if it was just straight up jabbing me. Yeah, like this one's way worse. It just feels like it's just jabbing you. It's okay. This one is a better example, actually. of how it can be hard to close. Yeah, my gosh, come on. So that is annoying. This is the G10 version. Pretty nice milling. Honestly, the G10 version is pretty classy looking, gotta be honest. It is using D2 steel. The only TwoSun knife I've had that came with D2 steel new rusted pretty like soon after, but these ones have not at all, so I think that was just a fluke. Really like the look of the blade, kind of that let's see if I know my blade shapes yet. I guess like a modified sheep's foot, clip point-ish blade. Got a nice little choil there, pretty good one. Let's see what else. The jimping up here isn't necessarily comfortable, but in a good way, in that like it actually pulls at your hand a little bit, which is good. Aside from, you know, that it doesn't always get past the detent, it actually does have like really solid action. I don't know if I can, let's see if I can fail it. Let's do it straight up. Yeah, so you can fail it, but if you do it like sideways, it's just really easy to open it up. Has pretty solid action. The pocket clip, oh gosh. I guess my nail broke. The pocket clips on these guys are actually just abysmal, but the action's good. You can get a pretty solid grip with this knife, which is nice. Ergonomics, there's a little too many hot spots, mostly again because of that pocket clip, and they need to chamfer some of these scale edges just a little bit more. The blade looks great. The blade is the best part about this knife, which is, you know, what it should be. I'm just saying that, you know, it's not as comfortable as I would like it to be. Sometimes my finger can slip off there. So I wouldn't say this is a gem, but it is solid. It's not my favorite TwoSun though. I'd say it's just solid. I think if it had a different pocket clip and maybe changed where it hits that detent so that it was actually past it when it hits your thumb, then this knife would be a lot better. But they definitely need to fix the pocket clip, chamfer the edges just a little bit more. Is it good on this one? The edges? The pocket clip seems like way worse on this one, actually. Yeah, the edges are actually better on this one, so I think it kind of varies. But alas, those are the areas of improvement. The pocket clip sucks. I hate it so much. Overall, pretty good action, and definitely a pretty good look, and the blade looks super freaking cool, especially with that nice swedge up top. Yeah, you know, D2 blade steel, pretty solid. And I think for the price, it's doing okay. But if they fixed those things that I was talking about, then this would be a really great knife for the price. So hopefully they make some alterations to this and never use this pocket clip ever again, and then also move it up. But yep, that's the TwoSun TS27. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Peace.